Hi, this is John Musgrave for Music Radar, and in this video we're taking a look at FB-3300 from plugin developer Full Bucket. Revisiting classic synth designs is a common pathway for both hardware and software designers, and is testament to how popular many classic designs remain. However, in the software realm it also provides a realistic and affordable way to make available expensive or scarce designs. With the imminent arrival of Korg's PS-3300 hardware reissue, we thought we'd take a look at this rather excellent and free software version. FB-3300 from developer Full Bucket Music is a faithful recreation of this 1970s analogue polyphonic synth, and makes available a design that in hardware form was limited to around 50 units. The original design combines 3 Korg PS-3300 units to deliver a rich, lush sound, and was popular with users including Jean-Michel Jarre, Kraftwerk and Aphex Twin. FB-3300 is a semi-modular subtractive synthesizer. It comprises 3 identical polyphonic sound generation modules, Block A, Block B and Block C, each with an oscillator, that's called a signal generator, low pass filter, 2 modulation generators, which are LFOs, 3 band pass resonators, amplitude modulation, amplitude envelope, and pan control, which is a software addition. These then connect to the output module on the right hand side, where you can balance their levels using the signal mixer. In addition to hardwired modulations, each block includes patch points with drop-down menus for connecting additional modulation sources to targets. These replicate the patch cable system of the original hardware. In keeping with the original design, there is no velocity, however there is keyboard balance, which tilts the note volume towards higher or lower notes, depending on which way you turn it. The same feature is available for the low pass filter, and this tilts the filter cutoff accordingly. Further options include global modulators, sample and hold, general envelope and voltage processors, as well as software additions in the form of 3 attenuators and 2 signal smoothing lag processors. Meanwhile, MIDI CC assignment is available via the Learn button. Further patch and global options such as plugin window size can be found via the menu window, and if you need to refer to any functional details, there's also an excellent manual. To get started creating a patch, let's look at a single module, Block A. Start by initializing the preset. Now play a note and you'll hear all 3 blocks playing. Turn down blocks B and C so you can hear just Block A. Looking at the signal generator section, you'll see there's a choice of 6 waveforms with a 4-octave range, and coarse and fine-tuning adjustment. There's pulse width modulation, which uses modulation generator number 2, MG2, and has its own intensity control. Meanwhile, frequency modulation uses MG1. Both can be assigned external sources at the bottom. Try connecting a modulation generator from a different module. Here we've connected Block B's MG2 to frequency modulate Block A's oscillator. The low pass filter is a 2-pole resonant design based on Korg's K35 filter. As mentioned, you can use the keyboard balance to control how note pitch affects the cutoff. Meanwhile, the expand control is a depth setting for Block A's envelope. If you want to use other sources to control the filter frequency, activate the section below. The upper knob is hardwired to MG1 and the lower knob is for the patch point below. Each block includes an ADSR envelope. This is reasonably self-explanatory, however much like the hardware, the release stage has 3 fixed options: short, medium and long. You also have the original hold option. This only works when the attack is above about 70% and requires a second key press to activate the release stage. What's more, the FB-3300 also improves on the original by providing a fully controllable release time, which you can activate and set in the bottom parameter bar. For additional modulation, attack and release patch points are available at the bottom. We've already mentioned the modulation generators, and these are like block-specific LFOs. MG1 is the most flexible and includes 4 oscillator shapes, and rather unusually also includes white and pink noise. It also has an impressive top frequency of 1.6 kHz. Meanwhile, MG2 is simpler with a triangle shape. Both can be synced to door host tempo using the drop-down menu. Having looked at the features in a single block, it's easy to see how when you multiply this up by 3 and factor in cross-modulation between the blocks, this architecture can achieve sumptuous rich sounds. What's more, with block copying from the menu at the top right, it's easy to duplicate and tweak blocks. Nevertheless, there are a couple of rather interesting features that add further interest to the FB-3300 sound palette. First up, resonators. These are one of the recognisable features of the Korg PS design and work as follows. The output signal from a block passes through 3 parallel bandpass filters with high Q. Each has an adjustable centre frequency, meanwhile a signal intensity control sets the overall mix blend. This static configuration can then be modulated using MG2 or via the res frequency patch point. Next up, tuning. Korg's PS-3300 design includes individual per note tuning, and because it uses frequency division for lower octaves, one set of 12 controls can set up bespoke microtuning scales for each block. This is fully replicated in FB-3300 and enhanced with a choice of preset scale tunings. It's a highly flexible and slightly odd feature that can be used in a number of different ways. For example, try setting a note offset slightly differently for each block. Here we've offset note D. If we replicate this across all notes, it creates a unison style effect. Alternatively, set up a bespoke scale. For ideas, check out some of the presets from the menu. Here we've selected the Pythagorean option, which is quite close to concert pitch. For more exaggerated sounds, try the Wendy Carlos harmonic scale. Although creating sounds in FB-3300 is reasonably straightforward, there are over 50 presets that both showcase its sound and provide an excellent springboard to create your own patches. Presets are accessed via the drop-down list in the bottom left, and the type of sound, pad, effects, key and so on, is indicated in the preset naming. FB-3300 is great for pad sounds, and a number of the presets deliver moving or evolving textures. For a really slow attack sound, check out 40 Shimmer in Phase, meanwhile for more movement, 0 Waves of Sin is great. If you want something more pitchy, 47 Thick Pick is a great option. Meanwhile, for a slow building pulsating sound, try 51 Ambient 2. There are also a number of sequenced presets. With no onboard sequencer or arpeggiator, these are achieved using the onboard modulators. 16 go marching on, and 61 Rhythm 01 both use MG1, and by setting each block to different tempo sync values, they achieve the accented sound of a sequence. In contrast, some of the sequence presets use the global sample and hold module with a tempo synced setting. For examples of this, check out 11, Blobs and Pops, or 57, Rhythmicon 01. To round off, let's take a look at some of FB-3300's sound effect presets. These offer a variety of sounds, including the typical noise sweep up, 27 launch, and synth zap down, 31 zish. However, most of the presets are a bit more oddball, with quite a few random style effects such as 03 super erratic and 21 signals from HAL, alongside synth style effects such as 26 multi confusion and 41 subtile spaces. And finally, although you can download and use FB-3300 completely free, they do run a donation option to help support their many softwares. So if you like what you see in here, why not head over to www.fullbucket.com.